We have kind of this weird dichotomy now where U.S. oil production is at a record high, 12.5 million barrels a day. It's booming, but bankruptcies are on the rise. If you count oil field services companies, bankruptcies are about at 40 for the year, with an aggregate debt total of roughly $20 billion, and that's already surpassed $17 billion a year ago.
And you mentioned the
oil
debt
price.
levels.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, Jordan, let me sort of home in on that a little bit, because we all think about it as high oil prices good for these companies, low oil prices bad, oil prices low, therefore this is happening. But you're saying it's more than that. It's the debt loads. And this reminds me of what's happened in U.S. retail. I mean, right. The retailers who had the highest debt loads are the ones that have gone bankrupt.
Yeah, a lot of companies grew a lot betting on higher oil prices now, and it just really hasn't paid off. And in the years ahead, there's a ticking time bomb for a lot of companies. Where we stand right now with oil prices kind of in the mid $50 range, it's basically a no man's land where some companies can profit, some can't. So you're really producing a lot of winners and losers. That's by company and by geographic region. You mentioned the rig count. It's down roughly 15% in the last 12 months. You have an area like New Mexico on the edge of the Permian Basin. It's actually up. Oklahoma, on the other hand, where a lot of the shale acreage isn't proving as valuable as people thought, it's down more than, or about 40% in the last year.
Wow. And there are companies like Sanchez Energy, which have filed for bankruptcy, Halcone, EP Energy has missed an interest payment. You've got people at Vanguard Natural Resources with some debt concerns. Alta Mesa, you've said the SEC is looking into. I mean, are we going to see larger and larger companies affected by this, or is it just going to be the smaller, heavily indebted players, you think?
Well, the biggest one so far this year was the oilfield services firm Weatherford International, which was a huge one. Used to be one of the so-called Big Four services companies, along with Baker Hughes, Schlumberger, Halliburton. But most of the ones we're going to be seeing are the mid-sized, smaller ones, like you said, with the Sanchez's, and Alta Mesa hasn't filed, but they could be on the horizon in the next few weeks. They're a Houston-based company. But again, they're actually focused on acreage in Oklahoma, which has turned out to be a huge disappointment. They were worth more than $3 billion. Now they have a market cap of about $30 million and trading for less than 10 cents a share.